Good morning, students of class 12 commerce. Welcome to Pandya Sir's virtual class on development economics. And today we are going to start a new chapter, and the title of the chapter is poverty. What you can say in Hindi, garibi. It looks like a small term, but as we are students of economics, then we need to have an elaborate knowledge regarding what is the meaning of poverty and what is the poverty scenario in our economy. So we'll start discussing it right from its definition or the meaning of poverty. What exactly we mean by poor? We're not going to literature. So in economics, when we say the word poor, it simply means or it simply shows the economic condition of a person. So who is poor? A man or a person is called poor if he is not earning enough money so that he can purchase or arrange the basic requirement or amenities in life. Once again here the phrase the basic requirement is a confusing one, and we need to clearly understand what exactly we mean by the phrase basic requirement of a human being. The basic requirement is proper food that he requires, then proper clothing, then a shelter, then basic health care. These four things collectively stands for the basic requirement or basic amenities of a person. Means as a human being, if we want to continue to survive or live, then at least we must be getting these four requirements. That is the amount of food that we need, a proper shelter, clothing, and basic education and basic health care. I am not telling about sophisticated health care or higher degree of education, but the basic things we must be getting. So in that sense, if a man is lacking all these basic amenities, then he will be termed as a poor person. And next to it, we will understand what are different types of poor. All poor are not equal. For example, in a country like India, the rural area and urban area, they have different types of poor people. So we will one by one discuss what are the characteristics of poor people in rural area and what are the characteristics of poor people in urban area. So first come to rural area poverty, or the poor who live in rural areas. Thus, characteristics are small or no land holding, because agricultural activity is the main economic activities in rural area. So, those people are poor who don't have any land holding or a very little land holding that is not enough to provide them sufficient food for their survival. Then the second characteristic of rural poor is low skill and bargaining power. So why low skill? Because in order to become skillful, we need proper training, and for getting proper training, we need to spend money. And because the rural people, the rural poor, they are not economically able to purchase or afford those training programs. That's why usually their skill is very poor. They are very low skilled persons. And obviously, if the skill has direct relationship with the income potential, a higher or better is your skill, the more will be your income potential or bargaining power. So because the rural poor, they lack in skill, that's why they have a very low income and low bargaining power. Then the third point is exploited by middlemen and landlord. This is the worst thing that happens to rural poor people. They are exploited by middlemen and landlords. So usually these middlemen and landlords, when the poor people are desperate, when they need money for their survival, then with any condition they would take money, and often they have to pay very high rate of interest, which is nothing but economic exploitation by the landlord and middlemen. And the fourth point is agricultural labor. These are the examples. Usually, what type of jobs the poor people do? They do jobs for big landholders, that means big farmers, and the big farmers need manpower for the processing or for agricultural activities, and those rural labor get their feeble or little income by doing agricultural odd jobs. So these are the characteristics of rural poor. Now we will shift to urban poor. So there are no similarity. Usually there are more difference in rural lifestyle and urban lifestyle, and you need to understand that in urban area agriculture is not the most important economic activities. So what are urban poor? See, so we find many rural poor in rural areas, but some of them simply migrate to urban area in search of a better fortune or better income potential. So they form the urban poor community, and they are migrated labor from rural areas. And what are the other characteristics of urban poor? They do odd jobs. Odd jobs means not a particular job. Whatever job come into their way, they accept it, because ultimately what they need is some income to survive. That's why they do odd jobs like a vendor, becoming a vendor, somewhere selling vegetables, somewhere selling pakoda, somewhere selling samosa. Just go to Delhi and you will find on the roadsides thousands of people from Bihar, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. You will find them selling samosa or doing any odd job, doing the job of a cobbler or opening a small makeshift saloon, like that. So they do street vending. Street vending means they don't have a permanent shop. Anywhere they can start their shop. That means a small business, and anyhow by evening or by night they would get a little income for their survival. Then the fourth point is exploited by. See here, when it comes to exploitation, when the rural poor are exploited by middlemen and landlords, the urban poor are usually exploited by police and traffic police, because it comes under their control. That means they do often more than 95% of the urban poor, they do their small business or small economic activities besides the road. That's why they become very soft target of police and traffic police, and usually they have to pay something, their hard-earned money to these corrupt police and traffic police in order to continue with their business. So the last is the examples are cobblers, vendors, rag pickers. So these are the professions, these are the economic activities what usually the urban poor do. So this is the difference between rural poor and urban poor. So after understanding the definition or meaning of poor and the types, that is rural and urban poor, now we will shift to characteristic of poor people. What we have already discussed above, but once again I repeat. So the poor people, what are the typical qualities or characteristics we find in poor people? That they are often poor in health. They never have a very sound health. Why? Because they cannot afford good food, they cannot afford good medical treatment. That's why usually their health is very poor. And you can understand, with poor health, they never can earn more, or they never can become skillful. Then less skill, because they cannot afford the training program. That's why usually the level of their skill is very low. Only they can do some manual works with their muscular power. Then next is lack of mobility. This is one important thing try to understand. mobility is a quality that makes us able to shift from one place to another. So why the poor people lack mobility? Because financially their condition is not very sound. They cannot afford the cost of mobilization. That's why they are less mobile. So how it affects their income potential? So when they lack mobility, they have to accept the income what is available at their doorstep, and they cannot travel longer distance to find a better opportunity or better income potential. That's why lack of mobility is a very serious drawback in case of poor people. Then the last one is unorganized sector. Often you will find poor people working in unorganized sectors. And what is unorganized sector? Where there is no job security, there is no facilities of allowance like provident fund or other benefits, usually what an employee gets in organized sector. So maximum of the poor people find a job in unorganized sector where their job is never secure. So this is all about poverty, meaning rural and urban poor, and the characteristic of poor people. So next class we will continue the discussion of poverty. It will take almost almost 3 classes to complete the chapter. In case any doubt, just contact me. Thank you and have a nice day.